All right. Welcome in, everyone, to our deep dive today
Yes, welcome.
into all the current trends shaping music and the arts.
Yeah,
We're going to be exploring this document called Music and Arts Trends,
a detailed script.
a detailed script. And wow, there's so much in here.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, we're talking AI, the resurgence of vinyl, the power of social media, NFTs.
The whole NFT craze.
Yeah, the whole NFT craze.
Sustainability.
Sustainability, it's really incredible.
It's like we're looking into a kaleidoscope, isn't it?
Oh.
All these amazing trends and facets of creativity.
Yeah.
But we're not stopping there, are we? We're going deeper.
No, we got to go deeper.
We're going to look at why these trends are happening
Exactly.
and what they might mean for the future of music and the arts.
Because that's really the big question, right? What does the future hold? What's driving all of this? And I think one of the biggest things that jumped out at me from this document is, the AI revolution.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the things they're doing with AI. The document talks about ChatGPT, DALE, Midjourney.
Yeah.
All these tools that can actually generate art and music.
They're pretty mind-blowing. Yeah.
AI composing songs. Like, wow, that's something I never even thought possible,
I know, it's incredible, isn't it? We've reached this point where algorithms can create,
Right.
which poses the big question
Yeah.
for artists and for all of us, really. If AI can compose a symphony,
Right.
does that diminish the role of human composers?
Like, what does it even mean to be an artist anymore, right?
Yeah.
Is this like the beginning of the end for human creativity?
Well, I mean, the source does offer a really interesting perspective from
Yeah.
a digital artist who actually uses AI in their work.
Okay.
They say that AI doesn't replace creativity.
Interesting.
It actually enhances it.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if you had a super-powered paintbrush, right?
Uh-huh.
That could blend colors in ways you'd never even imagined before.
Right.
That's kind of what AI can be for artists.
I see. So it's more of a tool than a threat.
Exactly. It can open up these new frontiers of creative expression.
That's a really cool way to think about it.
Yeah, it's more like a collaboration than a competition,
Yeah.
It could free artists from doing these tedious tasks
Right.
and let them really focus on the core of their art.
The emotional heart of it.
Exactly, the emotional heart of it.
So it's less about the AI taking over and more about us humans kind of figuring out how to use this new technology to do even cooler things.
Precisely, yeah, yeah.
I like that.
And as we were mentioning earlier, it's not just AI that's reshaping the landscape.
Oh, yeah, definitely not.
There's the huge influence of social media, which you touched on.
I mean, it's unbelievable how these platforms have become like,
The new art galleries, concert halls.
yeah, it's crazy.
You see these things go viral on TikTok.
And it's like an instant career launch for some people.
Yeah, overnight sensations.
I was reading that some songs actually blow up on TikTok before they even hit the charts.
That's amazing.
Isn't that wild?
I know, and in the source document, there's a great quote from an indie musician.
Yeah, I remember that.
They said that social media is like this global talent show
Oh, yeah.
where literally anyone can become a star.
Overnight.
It's amazing.
It makes me think about how it's really democratized, like, access to art and music.
It really has.
You don't need, like, a big record deal anymore
No, you don't need the gatekeepers.
or a fancy gallery to get your work out there.
You can just connect directly with people.
Yeah, but there's got to be a downside to all of that, right?
I definitely.
I mean, I think about, like, the pressure to constantly be creating content
Oh, yeah, it's relentless.
and dealing with algorithms.
And the trolls.
And the trolls.
Yeah, the negativity.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
Definitely. The Wild West out there,
So true.
But exciting.
So exciting. So much potential.
Yeah.
But then, okay, this is where I thought it got really fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
Because in the middle of all of this digital stuff,
Yeah.
the document talks about how analog formats are making a comeback.
Like vinyl records?
Yeah, vinyl record.
Cassette tapes. Even
Yeah.
it's like this counter movement to all the digital stuff.
It's like we're going back in time.
It is, in a way.
But it's kind of cool, right?
I think so.
Like, I think about how much time we spend on screens.
Oh, yeah. Constantly bombarded.
Yeah, constantly bombarded with information, and it's overwhelming.
It really is.
But then you have this thing, you can hold a vinyl record.
Yeah.
You can put it on a turntable.
Yeah.
You can drop the needle.
It's tactile.
Yeah, and it's like almost a ritualistic experience.
It's meditative. Yeah.
And I know people say it's nostalgia,
Yeah.
but I think it's more than that.
I agree.
I think it's this craving for something authentic,
Just something real.
something tangible.
In a world that's becoming increasingly virtual.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And in the document, that music historian
Yeah.
talks about how vinyl allows for this deeper connection to the music
Oh, yeah.
that digital just can't match.
And, you see it in the sales. Vinyl sales have skyrocketed.
Exactly. People are yearning for something tangible,
Yeah, something real.
something to hold in their
Okay,
hands.
so we've talked about AI, social media, the return of analog.
Right.
Now this is the one that I'm struggling with.
Oh, yeah.
NFTs.
I know, they're tricky.
I hear about them everywhere,
Yeah.
but I still don't know if I fully get them.
Well, it's a whole new way of thinking about ownership, right?
Okay.
Especially in the digital realm. Like,
Yeah.
before NFTs,
Right.
owning a digital image, it was like, trying to own air.
Right.
Anyone could just copy it.
Right. It's like, how do you even own that?
Exactly. But NFTs change that
Okay.
because they use something called blockchain technology.
Okay, wait. Now there's another one.
Yeah.
Blockchain.
Blockchain.
I hear that word all the time, but I don't know what it means.
You're not alone. A lot of people feel that way.
Okay, good.
So imagine like this digital ledger, right?
Right.
And it keeps track of who owns what. And it's shared across this massive network of computers.
Okay.
So it's really secure and transparent.
So with an NFT, it's like you have a certificate of ownership for like a digital artwork.
Exactly.
It's unique.
It's a collectible asset.
So it's like proving you have the original, even if other people can copy it.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to wrap my head around how this applies to music and the arts.
Yeah.
Like, I get it with digital art,
Yeah.
but what about music?
Well, think about it this way. Musicians could sell exclusive albums as NFTs
Oh, okay.
or concert tickets,
Oh, wow.
giving fans these unique digital collectibles.
I see.
Or artists could create interactive experiences
Right.
linked to their NFTs. The possibilities are pretty much endless.
So it's not just about ownership. It's like a whole new level of engagement.
Exactly. It's about connection. Yeah.
Wow.
And for artists, it can be really game-changing financially.
Okay, how so?
Well, there's this quote in the document from an NFT artist, and they talk about how they can earn royalties every time their artwork is resold.
Oh, wow.
It's like this whole new revenue stream.
It never existed before.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's incredible.
It gives them more control over their work and their income.
Right.
But of course, there are challenges too.
Oh, I bet.
There's the environmental impact.
Oh, yeah, with all the energy it uses.
Exactly. A lot of energy consumption
Mhm.
with the blockchain technology.
Mm.
And then there's concerns about speculation.
Right, like a bubble.
Yeah. And market bubbles forming around NFTs.
So just like anything new, there's like this potential for good,
Yeah,
but also potential pitfalls.
exactly. It's still early days, so we'll have to see how it all unfolds.
I'm really curious to see where it goes.
Yeah.
All right, so we've talked about AI, social media, the return of analog, NFTs.
That's a lot.
What else is on our radar?
Well, one of the most exciting things happening, I think, is this fusion of styles and influences we're seeing from all over the world.
Oh, yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
It's like these global barriers are breaking down.
Yeah, we're all so much more connected.
Exactly. And we're seeing this vibrant exchange of musical and artistic ideas.
Like, think about the rise of K-pop
Yeah.
or Latin music on the global charts
It's huge.
and the influence of Afro beats.
It's amazing.
It's like the world is becoming this one big interconnected music scene.
I love that. It really is.
It's a beautiful thing.
There's a quote in the source from a cultural analyst
Uh-huh.
who describes it as a global artistic renaissance
I love that.
where collaboration is transcending borders.
It's like a global mixtape.
I love that analogy.
Right.
Yeah.
And anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
So what are some of the specific examples that really jumped out at you?
Well, there's a really interesting part about K-pop groups,
Oh, yeah.
like BTS.
Yeah, I was thinking about them too.
They've achieved global stardom, right?
Yeah, they're huge.
And they're blending pop, hip-hop, electronic music
Right.
with elements of traditional Korean music and dance.
It's a really unique sound.
It is.
And then on the Latin music side,
Yeah.
you've got artists like Bad Bunny
Yeah.
who are fusing reggaeton, trap, even rock.
Creating a whole new sound
Yeah.
that's resonating globally.
And it's not just about the music itself.
Nice, no.
It's about, like, when you listen to music from other cultures,
Yeah.
it opens you up to a whole new world.
It expands your horizons.
Yeah, it's like traveling the world through sound.
You've hit the nail on the head.
I love that.
It's about expanding your horizons.
Yeah.
Connecting with people from
Yeah.
different backgrounds. Yeah. Through the universal language of music.
And then this leads to another really important aspect of this global trend,
Which is?
sustainability.
Oh, yeah.
I'm seeing more and more artists and events incorporating eco-friendly practices into their work.
Absolutely. The world is waking up
Yeah.
to the need to address climate change. And
Yeah.
the music and arts scene,
It's no exception.
no exception.
It's really exciting to see
It is.
how creativity can be used to promote sustainability.
Like Glastonbury Festival,
Oh, yeah.
they've been a leader
Yeah.
in adopting renewable energy,
Right.
reducing waste.
And they banned single-use plastic bottles.
Yeah, they did.
That's amazing.
It's inspiring.
I've also seen a lot of artists using like recycled materials
Yeah,
in their art
yeah.
or incorporating environmental themes into their music.
It's powerful.
Yeah, it's like art becoming this voice for change.
There's a great quote in the document from an environmental artist
Oh, yeah. What were
that
they?
said, creativity can inspire change.
I love that.
It really highlights
Yeah.
how artists can use their platforms
Yeah.
to raise awareness about environmental issues
That's right.
and to inspire people to take action.
Yeah. Art can do that in a way that like facts and figures sometimes can't.
I agree.
It can move people
Yeah,
in a really powerful way.
absolutely.
And it's not just about like the big names or the big events,
But
right?
no, it's about all of us
Yeah.
making choices in our own lives
Ooh, I
to
think-
be more sustainable.
Yeah. Every little bit helps.
Absolutely. Every little bit counts.
And I think it's inspiring to see how the music and arts communities are like showing us
Yeah.
that we can do this
Yeah,
in creative and engaging ways.
absolutely.
So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
Yeah.
it's mind-blowing to think how much ground we've covered.
I know, it's amazing.
From like AI composing music
Yeah.
to artists creating art out of recycled materials.
It's a whirlwind
It really is.
of innovation and creativity.
And it's happening right now.
Right now, and what's even more fascinating is how interconnected all of these trends are.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
They're not happening in isolation.
Yeah.
They're all influencing each other.
Yeah, it's like they're all feeding off of each other in some way.
It's a complex dance, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a beautiful dance.
Yeah.
It's like each trend is like a thread in a tapestry.
I love that. A tapestry.
And when you weave them all together, it creates this,
This intricate picture.
this picture of the future
Yeah.
of music and the arts.
And that tapestry is always changing, isn't it?
Yeah,
New trends are emerging all the time.
yeah, it's constantly evolving.
It's a fascinating landscape.
I know, I can't wait to see what happens next.
Me too. So we're back, and before the break, we were visualizing these trends as threads in a tapestry.
Like AI, social media, the comeback of analog, NFTs.
Yeah, global fusion, sustainability. It's like they're all intertwined,
Yeah.
but they're kind of like in this dance with each other,
Yeah, Dan.
where sometimes they're in harmony and sometimes it's like
A little friction.
little friction.
A little tension.
Yeah, like I think about AI can create this amazing art,
Right.
and then social media is where it gets shared and explodes.
Yeah, it goes viral.
And then NFTs are using this really advanced technology to, well,
To promote sustainability initiatives sometimes.
Yeah.
It's wild. It is wild how it's all connected.
it makes you think, doesn't it,
Yeah.
about what this says about society, where we are right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Like we see this growing awareness of things like social justice,
Mm-hmm.
this yearning for authenticity in our digital lives.
Yeah, because everything's so digital. You know?
Exactly. And this urgency to address climate change.
Right.
All those concerns.
They're all coming out in art.
They're finding their way into music and the arts. Yeah.
It's like art is reflecting what we're all going through as a society.
It's like holding up a mirror, isn't it?
Yeah, and I love how the source mentions this in that section at the end called The Future of Music and Arts,
Oh, yeah, that's a great section.
and asks this question, like
Yeah.
with technology moving so fast,
Right.
what role will human creativity even play in the future?
The big question, isn't it?
Like, I mean, AI can make stuff that's technically brilliant,
Yeah.
but does it have soul?
Does it have that human touch?
Yeah, that's what I wonder.
It's what every artist is wrestling with right now, I think.
Yeah.
Can an algorithm really capture the nuances of the human experience
Right.
in a way that an artist can?
Like, I know the source talks about how some artists are using AI as like a collaborative tool, which is kind of cool.
It is. It's interesting.
But I can also see why some people are like, well, is AI going to like take my job?
Yeah, the fear of being replaced.
Yeah,
It's understandable.
totally.
But I think it's important to remember that technology It can mimic creativity,
Uh-huh.
but it's human emotion. It's human experience.
Right.
The messiness of life.
Yeah.
That's the fuel for great art.
And the source emphasizes that too, right? It
Mm.
says that no matter how advanced technology gets, the human need for art won't go away.
It's an intrinsic part of who we are.
Totally. We're storytellers.
Yeah.
We use art to express our emotions.
Our hopes, our fears.
Yeah, our dreams, and I don't think an algorithm can do that.
At least not yet.
Right.
It's that human element that resonates with us.
Yeah, and that makes me think about how we experience art too.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking about vinyl before?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just listening to the music.
No, it's a ritual.
Yeah, it's the whole experience.
Yeah, putting on the record.
Yeah.
Feeling the texture of the sleeve.
Yeah.
Reading the liner notes.
It engages all of your senses.
Exactly. It's a multi-sensory experience.
And I feel like that's something we're craving more of in this digital age.
Engagement, right? We don't want to just passively consume.
Right.
We want to participate.
Yeah, to feel something.
Yeah.
And I see that with NFTs too, right? It's not just about owning this digital file. It's about being part of a community, having access to exclusive content.
Connecting with artists in new ways.
Yeah, it's like taking that engagement to a whole other level.
Exactly. And, as we become more and more digital,
Right.
that connection becomes even more important.
Totally. Because the world can feel so isolating sometimes.
It can. It can. And art has always had this power to bring people together, to start conversations, to challenge us to think differently.
Yeah.
And in today's world, with all the divisions we're facing,
Right.
that power is more vital than ever.
So what does this all mean for us? As listeners, as appreciators of art and music, how do we make sense of all this change?
Stay curious.
Okay, I like that.
Be open to new experiences,
Yeah.
new sounds, new ways of experiencing art. Step outside your comfort zone.
Be curious and explore.
Exactly.
I like this. We're on this big adventure.
We are.
And you never know what you're going to find.
And support those artists.
Yes.
Who are pushing boundaries, experimenting,
Yeah.
using their voices to make a difference.
Absolutely. And our choices as consumers, they matter.
They do.
Whether it's buying a vinyl record or going to a sustainable festival or checking out NFTs.
Supporting artists you believe in.
Yeah, we can all shape the future of music and the arts. And it's not just about consuming.
No, it's about engaging.
Yeah.
Share your thoughts, start conversations, connect with other art lovers.
Build a community.
Exactly. The more we engage, the more vibrant the whole ecosystem becomes.
Beautifully said. So, as we're getting towards the end here, I want to go back to that question about the future of music and the arts.
Yeah.
I mean, technology is a huge part of it, obviously.
Yeah, it's playing a bigger and bigger role.
But it's really clear that the human element is still at the heart of all of this.
It's the driving force.
And that's what makes it so exciting.
It is exciting.
We're witnessing this incredible time of innovation and change.
Yeah, new possibilities are emerging all the time.
Yeah, it's like a whole new world is opening up.
It is, and we get to be a part of it.
Yeah, and it's up to us to explore those possibilities.
Experiment.
Yeah, to create something meaningful.
To shape the future.
You've captured it perfectly.
We're part of this evolving story of creativity.
Yeah.
And we all have a role to play.
And on that note,
that inspiring note,
I think it's time for us to wrap up this part of our deep dive.
Right.
So thank you for joining us on this exploration of music and art trends.
We'll be back after a short break.
Wow. So it's amazing to think that we started this whole deep dive talking about AI composing symphonies.
Right.
And now we're wrapping up with this idea of human connection.
It really has come full circle, hasn't it?
It has.
It's like this journey through the trends and what they all mean.
Yeah. And as we've gone through all this, what are some of the big takeaways for you? What's really standing out?
I think what strikes me most is just how resilient creativity is.
Okay.
We've seen how artists they're embracing these new technologies like AI and NFTs.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're rediscovering the beauty of things like vinyl.
Right.
And throughout all of this change, there's this commitment to using art to make a positive impact.
Make the world a better place.
Exactly, like promoting sustainability.
Yeah.
Fostering cross-cultural understanding.
Inspiring.
It really is.
I mean, remember that quote from the digital artist about AI? They said, AI doesn't replace creativity, it enhances it.
Powerful, isn't it?
It is. It's like a whole new way of looking at it.
Yeah, instead of fearing technology,
Yeah.
we can see it as a way to push our creativity further.
Exactly. To expand what's possible.
What if AI could help us break out of those creative ruts?
Oh, that's a really good point.
Help us explore new ideas we wouldn't have thought of otherwise.
Right. And then what if NFTs could empower artists to, like, build stronger communities with their fans?
Yeah, it's all about connection, isn't it?
It is, and it makes me so curious about what kind of art we'll see in the future
Oh,
with all these new
who
technologies.
knows what's next?
That's the exciting part.
It is. It is.
And I think, it's up to us to be open to it,
Yeah.
to all the new things that artists are creating.
To engage with it, to support the artists
Absolutely.
who are pushing the
And
boundaries.
it's a two-way street, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, artists need our support.
They need our engagement.
They need us to be willing to, like, step outside our comfort zones.
To experience something new.
Yeah, it's not just about, like, passively consuming art.
No, it's about being a part of it.
Yeah, like, we're active participants in this whole creative process.
And, engaging with art, it's not just going to a museum.
Right.
It's about bringing that creative energy into your everyday life.
That's a really good point.
Notice the beauty around you.
Yeah.
Experiment. Ask questions.
Be curious.
Challenge assumptions.
Yeah, it's like that saying, art is not what you see, but what you make others see.
Exactly.
But I also think it's about what you make yourself see, feel, experience.
Yes, absolutely.
Art can be this lens
It can. It can.
to see the world in a new way.
To reflect our shared humanity.
Yeah, and to connect us.
Across cultures, across time even.
It's really powerful stuff.
It is.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into music and art trends,
Yeah.
what's one final thought you want to leave our listeners with?
I would say this. Don't be afraid to explore.
I love that.
Be curious. Be open to new experiences.
Oh, okay.
And new ways of thinking about art.
Yeah.
Because the world is changing so fast.
It is.
And so is the creative landscape.
And we get to be a part of it.
So stay engaged, stay informed, and most importantly,
Yeah.
stay inspired.
Explore, be curious, stay inspired.
That's it.
I love it. What a perfect note to end on.
It's been a great conversation.
Thank you so much for joining us today on this deep dive into the world of music and art trends.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have.